The Court of Appeal has upheld the ruling of the Rivers State Governorship Election Tribunal, recognizing Mr. Henry Bello as the authentic counsel of the African Action Congress in the appeal filed by the defeated Rivers State African Action Congress governorship candidate, Rivers State African Action Congress governorship candidate, Biokpamabo Awara, through his counsel, Tawo in suit number CA/PH/PHT/356/2019, urged the Court of Appeal to stop Henry Bello from representing the AAC in the governorship petition. Delivering the lead judgment, Justice Hammer Baka struck out the AAC interlocutory appeal on the ground that the appellant has no locus to file the appeal as he is no longer the counsel to AAC. The Court of Appeal also rules that the appeal filed by the defeated Rivers State AAC governorship candidate is incompetent, having been filed without prior leave of courts. The court noted that judgment of a court is sacrosanct, which all parties are bound to obey. The court emphasized that AAC has rights to change its counsel based on the judgment of the Federal High Court, which recognized Leonard Ezenwa as the national chairman of the party. The courts recognized counsel of the AAC, Henry Bello, filed a preliminary objection on the premise of Section 242 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, saying that the appeal is incompetent. Counsel to INEC, Sir Steve Adev, said the decision of the Court of Appeal lays to rest the issue of representation in the suit filed by the defeated Rivers State AAC governorship candidate.
Well, like you noticed, the court has just addressed the issue of this vexed issue of representation in this matter. The ANC has brought this appeal challenging the decision of the lower court, the tribunal, allowing H.A. Bello to continue as counsel in this matter. But the court has just decided this morning that even the party who brought this appeal had no locus to have even brought the appeal because it's no longer counsel to the party. So I think this has put to rest the issue of representation in this matter.
So what does it protect?
Personally, I think it's very fundamental to the appeals that are coming up tomorrow. But then, like I said, we should take them as they come.
Counsel to the AAC, Henry Aleruchi of Henry Bello Chambers, said that the party sacked Omoyele Sowo and elected Leonard Ezenwa, who subsequently appointed Henry Bello as the authentic counsel of the party.
The appeal that was heard today is an interlocutory appeal arising from the ruling of the tribunal in Rivers State concerning the governorship elections in Rivers State. Awara was the first was the first petitioner, while AAC, the party with which he contested, was the second respondent. But it happened that while the petition was ongoing, there was a fracas in the party, and the party removed the National Working Committee of the party and the executives of the party and appointed a new one. And in the powers of the new executive of the party, H.A. Bello and co. was appointed as the party. The ruling is very, very erudite. The ruling is in consonance with the principles of law and the Constitution, as the Constitution gives the right to any individual of the right to choose of his own counsel. So what the court has stated today is to reenact the constitutional provision that individuals have the constitutional right to choose and to hire and to fire their counsel at will.
He said that the ruling of the Court of Appeal is in consonance with the Constitution, which gives the individuals the right to choose their counsels. In a preliminary objection, Counsel to Rivers State Governor Nyesom Ezenwa-Wike, Emmanuel Ukala, argues that the appellant is not a person affected by the decision or ruling of the tribunal and accordingly has no local standing or competence to appeal the judgment of the tribunal. Ukala further argues that the appellant's appeal has been mooted and rendered academic by subsequent events, including the striking out of the substantive appeal by tribunal. Mark Agu, who spoke on behalf of Emmanuel Ukala, counsel to Governor Nyesom-Wike, said the ruling has proved that the appeal is a mere academic exercise and lacks merit.
This appeal actually centers on the ruling
of the tribunal, election tribunal, delivered on 22nd of June 2019. And the genesis of this issue was that the petition was filed by the Chamber of Tawo Itawo, representing both petitioners. But in the course of the proceedings, the AAC decided to debrief the chambers of Tawo Itawo and now engage the chambers of H.A. Bello to represent it. In the course of that, H.A. Bello fulfilled the conditions for which you can now change your counsel. The tribunal, in fact, after that, he brought an application to set aside the change of notice of counsel filed by H.A. Bello. And the tribunal, in its own ruling, after considering all that before it, came to the conclusion that the party reserved the right to engage the counsel of his choice. That is, it's sacrosanct. Nobody can change it. So this appeal, also you can look at, he now made the AAC the first respondent. So in other words, the petitioner, who is now the appellant, by his own stand, have actually realized that he no longer represents the AAC. That's why here, the AAC is made the first respondent. And now represented by the same H.A. Bello, whom he is contesting that it shouldn't come in to represent AAC. And there was this prior objection. They said, look, the tribunal haven't held that you cannot prevent AAC from engaging the counsel of his choice. That H.A. Bello, all he did was right. And he appealed against that, which was the subject of this appeal. Prior objections were raised to the fact that AAC now, having changed their counsel, Tawo had now allowed locals to still represent it. And the other decisions, argument about whether they could do so well. The judgment, initially it was interlocutory order of Federal High Court, Abuja. Then now further confirmed by substantive judgment to the effect that the National Working Committee have held and approved that Dr. Leonard Nzenwa is the acting national chairman who has the power to debrief or brief or take any action in favor of AAC.
Counsel to Biokwamabo Awara defeated AAC governorship candidate Mr. David Adebi of the Tawo Chambers, said he will study the judgment and decide on the next line of action.